Hi there and welcome everyone to the ACE podcast. My name is Michael Christopher. It's been a while since I've been on. I do apologize for the delay. A lot of things have happened in the past couple of months. The first thing, I have a studio. It's technically my office, but it's a studio. So that's changed. We're going to go over a couple of things today. This is just kind of like a warm-up to try and get back on track to where we haven't. So these podcasts aren't going to be very long. I'm going to try and post them on Mondays. If I miss a week, I miss a week. It's going to be the next Mondays when we get back up to date again. Our topics this week, we're going to review the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I actually got to ride it the other day, and it was pretty exciting. I'll go over that a little bit. The new SkyScraper attraction was announced for Orlando, the world's tallest roller coaster, so we're going to go over a little bit on that. We're going to briefly talk about coasting for kids. That event happened technically today, but it's yesterday from when I posted this. We're going to go over and see some pictures from there. I don't have much information because the results haven't been posted yet, so we'll just talk about it a little bit. First thing, our top story this week is going to be the Goliath Media Day for Six Flags Great America up in Illinois. First off, Goliath is the most insane wooden coaster that I've ever seen. In fact, actually, it's a wooden hybrid. Anywhere from its very steep angle to the flying loop thing where you apparently lose your change. How about that? The Media Day has been announced for June 18th and is open to all ACE members. Now, your ACE member number will be verified if you sign up for this registration. Registration has already begun. There are 2 shifts offered. The first one is very early at 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. The next shift is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and each shift is first come, first serve. To see full details, please visit the ACE Western Great Lakes event page on Eventbrite. I will have a link provided below so that you can click on there and go directly to it. All right, in other news, coasting for kids happened yesterday on Sunday, and it happened at all of the Cedar Fair parks. This is, I think, the second annual event that this has happened. It's a huge success, and from all that I've heard, I don't have much information on it because I haven't really looked up the results yet. So I'm going to go over it next week. But what I'd like for you to do is, all of our viewers, if you have any pictures, you can send them directly to me on Twitter. Using the hashtag Ace Podcast or the hashtag Ace Podcast Pics. I'll have them somewhere around here once I get into editing. We're going to talk about Diagon Alley over at Universal Studios. Just the other day, some of the actors from the Harry Potter movie got a sneak peek around Diagon Alley like they did when the first Hogsmeade was made. The pictures are just stunning that I've seen of this place, and I can't wait for it to open. From the brick wall entrance to the Hogwarts Express ride, and even the brand new Gringotts Bank roller coaster is going to be phenomenal from what I've heard. So, we're going to have some updates on that as they come out. Now, for the Florida region on our construction updates, Falcon Fury. Yeah, about that. The only thing that I can tell you is that there's a tentative date of June 28th that's been floating around. I don't know if that's true or not. That's still a month away, yes. But from what I'm hearing, the issue is them trying to get a fabrication for a custom part that they need for testing. That's what I've heard. I don't know how that makes sense considering they've been testing it for the past couple of weeks. So we'll have to see what's going on with that one. But once we get any updates on a media day or the opening day, I will definitely let you know either on a podcast or on Twitter. So make sure you follow us. The hot topic this week is that SkyScraper tallest roller coaster in the world opening up in Orlando in a couple of years. The first time I heard about this coaster was last year at IAAPA. Back then it was just a rumor, and I'm actually very glad that the rumors are now true. Orlando is set to get the tallest roller coaster in the world, topping off at 570 feet. The SkyScraper Skyplex will become the tallest standing roller coaster in the world once completed. It will be the first of its kind. It's a polar coaster. And US Thrill Rides, who is the creator of this coaster, has hinted toward future appearances and developments in these attractions to come in many cities in the United States. The Skyplex section of the tower will include a restaurant, an observation deck, as well as plenty of shops and parking around the area. Construction should begin soon. They haven't really given us a time frame yet, but they have said that their goal opening date is 2016. So can't wait for that to start. The reviews. The only review that I have is for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I'm going to do kind of one review every podcast, and sometimes I might not even do a review because, let's face it, I might run out of coasters if I start doing them weekly. The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, I had the privilege to ride this a couple days ago last Saturday at the Disney's Magic Kingdom. I waited an hour and a half. The line is pretty entertaining once you get past the first part of it. They have a fun little game that you can play in the queue, and then they have these fountains that start pouring water and playing music when you put your hands over them. And then on the inside, they have these spinning barrels of jewels. So by the time we made it to the ride, we were entertained. It went through pretty fast, but the thing of it is that we got on the ride, and it wasn't really as thrilling as we all thought. Now, granted, it is a children's ride. We should not have expected this to be that insane or that amazing. I will tell you this: the animatronics in the tunnel are phenomenal. Disney always knows what to do with their animatronics. The only thing is it's very short. It's a very short ride, and for an hour and a half that we waited, the minute and a half that the ride was is definitely not worth it. So, yes, it's awesome to ride now because it's a brand new attraction, and I would recommend waiting for it. If you've already done everything else in Disney and you're just going to ride that ride, you can wait for it. It's fine. But once the slow season starts coming around again, it'll calm down to a 20-30 minute wait, and that'll be worth it. That'll be totally worth it for it. It is a very good ride. If I could sum it up in one word, I would call it cute. Not to be blunt or mean or anything, cute. It is a very cute ride. It's a very fun ride. It's a very family-oriented ride. You can bring kids on it with no problems. The swinging motions of the car is kind of cool. It's not as intense or as motion as you think it would be, but it is a very cool feature to add on to it. The upcoming events, we have the CoasterCon 37 happening next Saturday, June 15th. Ace will be visiting California's Great Adventure, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and Gilroy Gardens Family Theme Park. Late registration is still available, but we ask that you contact Steve Smith directly at 440-576-2220. And for those of you who are just listening and not watching, that again is 440-576-2220. I will have it posted in the description, and you'll probably see it on the screen somewhere as well. As an alternative, you can email him directly at ssmith@aceonline.org. Again, that's ssmith@aceonline.org. If you are planning on calling, he does ask that you call before 10 p.m. on the Eastern Time Zone. The ACE Fall Conference details are to be released soon. We are still working on the final details of our ACE Fall Conference being held in late September. Right now it's Busch Gardens, Legoland, and Fun Spot, not in that order, or not in the details. I'm not really sure yet. Once more information is available, we will release it via the Facebook event page. We will have an event created for it for the Florida region. along with some Twitter posts and some podcasts. In closing, this is new. This is a new format that we're doing with the podcast. I'd like to get more people involved in this. There's not much interaction right now because it's the first one that I recorded. But if you have any questions, I would like to do a Q&A session on my next one. So if you have any questions about a roller coaster, a ride, an event, anything like that, I will be happy to give you the answer, and I'll be happy to post it on here. Immediate questions I will try and answer on Twitter as they come in. Please post your Please post your questions on Twitter using the hashtag AcePodcast. It's below as well. Or you can do AcePodcastQA. Both of those will reach me. Or you can directly message me on Facebook. You can just post on the Facebook wall of Ace Florida Region. If you also either agree or disagree with me on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, tell me about it. I'd love to hear from you. You can post your reviews also on Twitter using the hashtag AceReview, or just post it directly on Facebook. I will get them on there as well. So that's pretty much it. That was it for our first episode. I thank you very much for watching or listening if you're just listening in. We will again try and do these once every week on a Monday. If I miss a Monday, I'll post it on Twitter saying that I'll miss it this week. We will do next week instead. My name is Michael Christopher. I am the Assistant Regional Representative for the Florida region of ACE. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on Facebook or Twitter. I am out for now. See you next week.